we're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy. And it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign of what's going to happen to these other workers moving forward. And
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. Remember, those books are mandatory, guys. Going into 21-22, you need these books for guidance. Also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. And then also those who are shopping at both stores, much love to you. Now, of course, guys, we're going to get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. And this is going to be an important moment for this week, guys, and the coming weeks. It is very, very important you stay tuned. Make sure you set up your alerts to make sure you're listening to every video that's coming out because it's very important, especially if you are a trader. Now, guys, we know on the weekends we're the only game in town. So during Christmas and New Year's, we had some extra days where the stock market was closed and it allowed the liquidity to come over the cryptos. We know once the stock market opens, what do we normally do? That's right. We normally get a pullback. We know this. But guys, what's very, very important, we know the facilities are going to be closing, and I'm going to touch bases on that. But guys, we had CNN come out with an article. Bitcoin hits 33,000, guys, and we know the power of 33 Freemasonry. The builders, and that's exactly what the builders are doing. What are they doing? They're building the fourth industrial revolution. That's why they're storing all this money over in the cryptos. It's called money laundering in my world, but that's right, guys. We know the banks are what? The biggest drug dealing, money laundering, gun running son of a guns. You got that right. Now, we also have Google searches, the highest since 2018, and definitely the masses are researching. So when the masses are researching, what should you be doing? Packing your bags and get ready to head out. That's right, guys. We know how the game goes. But, as like I said, I'm about to go over that. But right now, guys, we have XRP taking a hit. Now, what we see from XRP, basically fans, of course, they're talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, taking shots at both. Guys, make sure you diversify your funds always. If you listen to this channel, that's what I always talk about. Diversifying. Get your cryptos, get your stocks, get your gold, get your silver. If you're listening to any of these Twitter accounts, YouTube accounts, and that's all they talk about is one crypto, because that's what, you know why? Because they're getting paid to just talk about that one crypto. And guys, you have a lot of hype channels. But when it comes to assets, all of them go up and all of them go down. We know only 1% are going to make it. So guys, it's just common sense to me, and it should be common sense to you. If someone is only talking about this one crypto, something is not right. It should always raise a red flag to you. Diversify your money, people. Now, guys, don't forget what's pumping all of this. Of course, it is the Fed. The Fed, the Tether, the USDC, you see the spikes. Go to the actual chart for USDC. And you'll see, look at that chart, and you'll see it plunge down. When it plunged down, you'll see the actual Bitcoin going up. You'll see the cryptos going up. So, guys, make sure we're paying attention to this. We know that the Fed is pumping this market. We know the Fed is pumping the stock market. Do not lose sight of that. If you lose sight of that, you get into this euphoria illusion, because that's all it is, guys. It's an illusion. We know the Fed facilities are closing. I'm going to touch on that right now. Now, basically, we know the free money is going to be drying up. but it's still plenty of liquidity out there. We know cryptos are not going anywhere because we know we are the foundation of cryptos. And what does crypto mean? A hidden meaning, a hidden message. They are building a secret economy behind the curtain for the fourth industrial revolution. Guys, you cannot lose sight of that. That's what this is for. This is for the algorithms, the robots, the drones. We know this, the self-driving cars. We understand this. Do not lose sight of that when you're doing investing, guys. Now, guys, when we look at the Fed facility repo, and guys, we're looking at the current one that I have here now. Now, these dates are very, very important, guys. We have the operation starting January 12th. And then, of course, it's going to mature February 9th. And guys, we know right now they're doing $500 billion. We know that these facilities are going to be closing on January the 8th. So, guys, that mature date on the 9th is very important because that's when, of course, the liquidity is going to be shrinking and is not coming back. And then also don't forget about the commercial facilities that are going to end March 31st. The fact is, guys, the reason why we're getting this pump, the reason why stock market's all-time high, cryptos at an all-time high is because of these lending facilities. Guys, you have to stay in truth. Plain and simple. I know there's a lot of hype channels that are not going to explain this, but this is where the money's coming from. If I'm invested in something, I want to know where the money's coming from and when it's going to end. In March of 2020, guys, I explained that the Fed is going to buy everything. The Fed did not lie about anything that they were doing. They made everything clear on what the lending facilities were for and what they were buying. The Fed never lied about anything. Only thing you had to do was take the time to research and read. Right now, they're not lying about anything. They're telling you, we're going to close these facilities. So, guys, if they close the facilities, what? We're going to have less money in order to buy, in order to pump up the stock market, pump up cryptos. We understand that. It's ending. Get yourselves in position. We're going to take a back step. Now, just like I stated, cryptos are not going anywhere. Stocks are not going anywhere. Stocks are just going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. And then, of course, 1% of these cryptos are going to make it. We clearly see that now with Bitcoin holding over 70% of the actual market cap. Of course, a lot of that had to do with XRP and XLM. And we know eventually that situation will be over and XRP and XLM will go back up. Because, guys, they definitely need those protocols. We clearly saw those protocols being used for the Venezuela situation. Only thing you have to do is connect the dots and don't lie to yourself. Definitely stay in truth, guys. But I definitely see us being in the range of 20 to 26,000 in February. And then we're going to head down even lower once those main facilities close in March and April. At the end of the year, then I see us taking another little uptake. And then, of course, in 2022, that's when we run. Remember, right now, guys, every foundation is being laid right now. We still don't have any regulation. We still don't have any custody for the masses. We don't have any of that. We don't have any regulation right now. But we do have institutional investors coming in. But a lot of these institutional investors that are coming in, they're coming in to take your money. Hedge fund guys. That's all you see coming in are hedge fund guys because they want to play this. Plain and simple. This is a big casino. Futures, options, all this is so they can take your money. That's what it's about. All this is a betting game. That's it. But until we get a Bitcoin ETF where they can bring in institutional money, that's when we get out of the speculation phase and into real use cases. We see they're bringing in Ethereum in the betting game with the CME futures. We understand this, guys, is nothing but a big casino. That's the reason why I told you Ethereum is going to pump till CME start pumping and dumping it. We understand that. We know why it's pumping because we know the game. So basically, they're going to launch that in February. So definitely, guys, you have to make sure that you are focused on these actual dates. Of course, once they launch it, I'm going to make sure I have the dates the same way I have Bitcoin dates because we know we're going to pump and dump. We have to make sure we take advantage of that. And of course, we had Ethereum get over $900. We had Theta over 180% over the last 2 weeks. We saw Vechain get a big boost, guys. You know I'm a big Vechain fan. But of course, Vechain is going to have this big boost as soon as this China Belt and Road is up and started. But the fact is, of course, they run it up before them. Guys, a great opportunity still to get in right now. What I buy right now, guys, it's still only 2 cents. You're never going to find the perfect bottom, but it's definitely going to retrace. Get in. That's something that you hold for the long haul, guys. It's definitely going to be big. And y'all know that I've been over Vechain tons of times. Not your financial advisors, not financial advice. Please do your own research. We also have Dash pushes back on privacy coin label. I've been over that several times. Of course, when the IRS is going to put their foot on your neck, people back down. But of course, Monero is still the big privacy coin. And then also, guys, Zcash, we know that JP Morgan is going to be using that for the actual Federal Reserve 2.0 on blockchain. So definitely Zcash is a big player. And lastly, guys, we go over the Bitcoin options. Deribit 200,000 by December of this year. Do I see us hitting 200,000 by year end in December? No, I do not. I think this year is going to be flat. Do not forget the China versus US is going to be played this year. And do not forget that China owns all the Bitcoin mining. Don't forget that the Democrats are in office now. So their whole play is going to be not allowing cryptos to flourish. As we see with a lot of the regulation going on, we know that when it came to the actual Republicans, a lot of them wanted to push cryptos. We saw a lot of the Democrats push back on that in order to get some regulation. So I definitely see 2021 again going right behind the curtain, less media, more building. Remember, guys, it's all about Freemasonry, more building of the fourth industrial revolution. 2022, that's when I see us running. And yes, do I see Bitcoin hitting high numbers in 2022 with all the regulation that will be here? Yes, I definitely see that. Because now we see when it comes to the fourth industrial revolution, like Michael Saylor stated, it's engineered. It's what the central banks want. Remember, guys, their whole goal is pinky to brain. Global dominance, guys. The new world order. Everybody has a phone in their hand. Once they launch all this 5G, everybody's going to have access to a bank. And that's what they want. They want to be able to tax everybody. They want all the fees from everybody. So guys, do not lose sight of the plan, which is the fourth industrial revolution. Do not forget when it comes to the New World Order, everything is planned out. But that's all I have for you guys. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, the book links and the crypto links are in the description. Also, guys, don't forget about the stock channel. You have your Cobalt, your chip stocks, your gaming, your banking. Everybody's sitting at home. The at-home stocks, the C-word, the biotech stocks. And then while everybody's sitting at home getting free money or waiting on that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.